Hi, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your April 2019 reading. I offer private readings. Email me, tara@tarastarot.com. We're looking at a juicy month for you guys. I'm feeling like it's a little emotional. You're coming to the end of a culmination, and you're going to be able to let go a lot of burdens, a lot of stress. You're coming to a new shore where you're going to feel a lot more calm, a lot less anxious. You're kind of getting over that hurdle. And there's like a lot of energy here for this month about becoming, about things gesticulating, about the potential for things to grow. But I think this is like the phase of being introspective and emotional and kind of, I don't know if it's about seeing where you want to go, but anyway, we do have a really, really interesting outcome. And there's also something about money, like you should be feeling better financially. You should be feeling more secure. You should be feeling like you have something to show for yourself, or you have more to show for yourself than you used to. But just be conscious not to become too attached to what you've gained or fear losing money, because you want to remain open to attracting, more money or more abundance. You want to have that open flow. Once we start to manipulate or try to we worry about losing money, and so we want to really kind of control too much, that's when we can actually block ourselves off from receiving even more abundance. So that might be a little bit of a message for some of you, but let's just dive in, because we really need to kind of navigate this. So your main energy for the month, we've got the 10 of Wands in your main position, and then we've got crossing out with the Empress. Okay, so this is showing me that you're reaching the end of a cycle and the end of a burdensome cycle. So the 10 of Wands is when we can have a lot of responsibilities. We can have a lot to do. We can have a lot. You might be moving. You might be overstressed with just daily commitments of life. But you're almost there where you can put this down. And behind the scenes in the subconscious, what's underneath the reading is the 6 of Swords here. So you are reaching the other shore. This is a transition to a much more better, peaceful state of mind, where it's less anxiety. It's not stormy and chaotic anymore. You're being removed from that mental situation or mental outlook where you're going to be a lot less stressed. So you're coming to the end of this with the 10, going to that new shore with the 6 of Swords. So this is really about, I feel like you're at the end of that transition, and your load's going to be a lot lighter, and you're kind of coming into this new phase. Now, with the Queen or with the Empress crossing this, the Empress is like all this fertile, beautiful, abundant energy that just hasn't been born yet. So the Empress is that receptive quality, right? The divine feminine energy. So it's about like allowing things to grow, allowing things to be, creating the space in ourselves, in our lives for what's blooming to bloom, what's blossoming to blossom, what's growing to be born. So you might not be noticing anything major happening with this, but this is about, this energy is here because there is something that is on its way. There is something that's being born. There is something that's generating energy and growing. It's like doing its inner work under this, behind the scenes. Okay. I mean, it can also be, I wasn't gonna say this, but I feel like I should. This can also be a love energy, in the sense of the stage is set for this emotional growth. This could be about a person. This could be a woman, for example, that you're very attracted to, who's very powerful, commanding, very natural and earthly. And so, we're going to see if this for some of you could be a relationship thing or just something growing. Okay. Now, I'm seeing a lot of emotion because recent past, we've got the Page of Cups. So a new emotional, something new on an emotional level. Something new is being born, whether that's healing from the past, whether that's a new level of self-love and self-respect, whether that's uncovering how you feel about something, whether that's getting a message from someone else, telling you how they feel, whatever it is, it's the opening of a heart. It's the opening of a new emotional movement. There's something, and it feels very good. It feels uplifting. It feels sweet. It feels pure. It feels we've uncovered something of emotional promise or emotional fulfillment. There's something new here. There's something new developing. There's something new growing, okay? This initial spark in the recent past of the Page of Cups, it's being nurtured by this Empress. This energy of the Empress is that growth of the baby in the womb, metaphorically. You know, it's that the stage is set and the time is right for these seeds to root and grow, okay? Now, in the environment, we've got the King of Cups. So this may be someone, a love interest. And even if this isn't really about love, this could be about healing a relationship. This could be about a passion, but most times this is going to be what it is and on the surface. And so the King of Cups, this might be someone that is involved in this situation. There may be a new relationship that's starting to grow, that has the promise of developing. So the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally mature, you know, balanced. You know, he has access to his emotions. Look at all the water around him. So he is aware of his emotional life and open to emotion, but he's also grounded on a stable footing. He's standing on rocks. You can't see it in this deck, but in a lot of traditional decks, you know, he is standing on that firm foundation. So there is that maturity, that balance. Often this can point to someone very noble, very heart-centered, very trustworthy, very kind, very truthful, okay? So I feel like for some of you, yeah, there might be kind of a new dimension of love or a new dimension of emotion regarding that, related to that person. Now we do have the Lovers hanging overhead. So what is consuming your either your consciousness? What are you thinking about? What is available on the surface level? What's happening on the surface? The Lovers is here. So this is big. This is very significant energy. You know, the Lovers is when we are confronted with how we really feel about something, who we are in our deepest core. We're recognizing something in someone else. We're feeling that connection. We're forced to go through this experience of navigating this, whatever is being triggered in ourselves. Who we are as an individual, what we feel, what we believe, what we really desire, that is being triggered by a connection. This doesn't mean we end up with this person. This doesn't mean we even need to be in an actual official relationship with this person. But often this does mean there is that significant emotional connection. There is often falling in love with this energy. Really, from a higher level, it's showing us what we're made of. It's showing us who we are inside. It's kind of like reconfirming that to ourselves. What do we want? What do we want to experience? What are we choosing? What are our choices? It's very complex. This card, we could go on, we could write a whole book on this card. But in this context, it does seem like, you know, maybe for some of you, you're reaching the end of a road, the end of a difficult road as it relates to love. Maybe you've been burdened for a long time. Maybe you've been in an unhealthy situation or just been kind of on your own, doing your thing, dealing with things that have come up. But now this energy is here where there's like this opening of love, and now you're kind of, you know, able to open the door and go into this whole new experience where love is growing, love is building, emotions are taking the forefront. And in the near future, you're going to be contemplating, what the heck does all this mean? So the High Priestess is that intuition. The High Priestess is when, we are looking for answers. But the whole thing is, the answers are within us. So this is like when we peel back that curtain. And so how it can manifest in practical life is, okay, so this card means there's something to be known. There's some information that is hidden from you that you want to know, that you want to get in tune with. So this can be about simply asking, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? What am I supposed to do with these feelings? And receiving the answer. Maybe from externally, from someone, you see something, you get a sign. Or it can be getting closer to your own intuition, which that is your intuition too, but getting closer to your own intuition and knowing you already have those answers within you. But there's something to be uncovered. So I feel like you're going on a journey of like a very emotional, introspective, it's exciting. It's like, oh my God. But it's like time. You're wrapping up the things that you had to deal with. You're getting to this better place that is ripe for growing this new experience. There's something incubating here. But the Lovers isn't an easy energy because it really does stretch us and kind of force us to make a choice and know what we're doing. It's so hard to. It can be so heavy and personal that it can really kind of send us on this quest of like, what's going on? What does this mean? I'm feeling all these things. I'm experiencing all these things. What do I do? So I kind of am feeling that just for you guys this month. Okay, I'm going to talk a little faster. I think I'm running out of storage space. So I want to go into this energy with the Pentacles. So like I said, I feel like you have been able to amass some kind of better finances, or a project you were trying to create has now come to fruition. So you're able to kind of have your needs met more. You're able to feel, with the Nine of Pentacles, appreciative of what you've gained, to enjoy what you've earned. So you should be feeling better financially. You should be feeling more secure in the 3D. You should be feeling like things are moving forward, things are generating. But in the hopes and fears, you've got the Four of Pentacles. This comes up whenever we're too attached to something unhealthfully. We want to keep it all under our control. We want to manipulate it. We want to guarantee something happens a certain way. But the thing is, we get in our own way and we kind of limit the possibilities of what's naturally meant to happen. The endless abundance from the universe to really, we block that out because we don't trust it. We're like, no, I don't want to lose this. No, I finally got this. It's going to be taken from me. But when we're clicking into that reality, then nothing else can get in, So you want to just keep in mind to don't worry about, having to like force things or worry about losing things. Enjoy what you have. Continue, because you've been through like a hard time. So this may be about also learning lessons about opening up, about trusting, about not attaching to relationships, about not attaching to outcomes, about being true to yourself and free. All right. Now the outcome, very interesting. We've got two different energies here. This could mean based on your kind of free will choices, you might move into one energy more than the other, or it could be a mixed bag, but it's complicated. First energy, we've got the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. So there's a new beginning. There's new exciting potential. You're fired up about something and it feels good. It's a celebration. It's some kind of solidification of something. You've reached a plateau and you're very, very excited about it. So this relationship or emotion or whatever this means for you really might have reached that new plateau where you can actually go, wow, okay, it's actually real. We can actually celebrate. We can actually feel good. There is a new direction for you, though. Something is being born and has the potential to be very satisfying, very happy, very fulfilling for you. Now, you also have this energy in the outcome, the Four of Cups and Nine of Swords. So this is when we're anxious, when we don't believe we can get what makes us happy, when we're kind of resident and we don't want to accept goodness because we don't necessarily believe in it or we're not looking out for it. We can be so wrapped up in what could go wrong, what makes us fearful, what makes us anxious, that we're kind of missing this opportunity for this whole new future, to get on this bandwagon. This Ace of Wands energy, it's just the potential. It's there. We can take it or leave it. So we want to make sure we're being open. We want to make sure we're in alignment with what we want and who we are so we can recognize and be comfortable moving forward and opening up to this new experience and following this excitement, inspiration inside of us. But if we let fear get in the way, if we let worry get in the way, it's going to bind us. It's going to trap us. It's going to keep us stuck. If we don't want to really open up and we're like, I just want to keep what I have. This is good enough. Even though I know something else would fulfill me, we're going to remain stuck, and we don't want to do that. So this is really, again, about you are turning this corner. You are moving on from a stressful period, and there really is this opening here for happiness and a new start. This is beautiful. So in order to get there, things are kind of incubating and coming into form. There is this new emotional experience coming in, and I feel like your role right now is to really understand who you are, how you feel, what choices you're comfortable making, what choices you are making, and, having some kind of self-reflection and gaining answers, gaining insight. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? Because you're not burdened anymore. So you have the freedom now to move forward and create more of a life that's on your own terms. And it's that whole, it's which path are you going to go? Are you going to take this path? Are you going to believe that path? Or are you going to take this path? So, wow, very interesting. I might run out of time. If I do, it's fine. I'm just going to pull one more card as like what's your guidance? Let's sum up your guidance. What do you need to know? If it cuts off, I'll include it in the comments or something, but all right. Okay, you're on the right path. So trust, you're wrapping up this one path, you're on the next. It's about getting loud and clear guidance, which is funny because that is what this is in the near future, guidance. So, and making healthful life changes, which is you're wrapping up that kind of unhealthy cycle and moving on and figuring out what you got to do to align yourself where you want to go. Okay, anything else? We've got explore your options, right? So that's definitely the Lover's energy, exploring your options, exploring choices, exploring beliefs, because this informs everything. It's like that mirror, as above, so below. Wow. Okay, Gemini, I hope that helped you. If it resonated, please leave comments. I would love to hear. Again, I do offer in-depth, very thorough, personal readings. If you would like to purchase one, information's below. Also, you can email me, tara@tarastarot.com. I hope you guys have a great month. This is so exciting and juicy. So, can't wait to see how this turns out. Okay, everybody. See you next time.